Echo here again. Welcome back to FTB Unleashed, down at 19 FPS. Wonderful as always. So last time I made these farms, I made this farm, and I wasn't sure if it works or not, so I kind of given up on it working, and then I came flying by. They're so loud. I came flying by and I noticed loads of foliage in the air, so it is in fact working. So if we go down here, I can show you how I set it up off camera afterwards. We're going to set up another farm in a minute. So power you saw under there, of course, is a liquid tesseract, and then all I did here was I connected it up to the ME network and ME interface to take the products out of there. So the ME interface, any products, any trees that this gets, drop into these slots, and they'll get dropped into there. And then in this top one here, we've got dirt, fertiliser and myrtle ebony saplings. I've set it to move single item stroke craft, so that means it'll craft the fertiliser when it needs it, and it'll keep it full of dirt, and any saplings in the system, it'll keep the sapling hopper full, which is this bit here. So you can see we've got a bit of action there. It's just planted a new tree, so that's what I saw. I came by and I saw that thing, big stack of leaves there where this tree's grown, the wood's been cut down already, and it's just the saplings left waiting to decay. But if we're looking at our ME network, it's actually quite impressive the amount of stuff we've got. Remembering, of course, I've been turning this server off when I've not been playing because I've had the unhinged server on. If we look in here, if we look at ebony, we have got, they did not stack, did they stack? We've got 4,000 ebony wood, which is awesome, and 1,000 ebony saplings, which is also awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting a level limiter once that's 8,128, like I usually do. Not sure where to set it on yet though, because what should I set it on? That's how I think about that. I might have to set the level control on the conduit, which might mean that I might have to use redstone energy cell to set some. What are these would drop in here? Oh, I thought some kind of. What's that I can see there? See it? What is it? Is that something in my hand? It's like a little yellow thing floating about. Anyway, so I thought I'd do the same here. So I've set up another tree farm, exactly the same. We've not got things in it yet though. We've got a way down to it, which isn't ideal because it's a bit squeezed in down here. Let's open that up a little bit so I can get out when I need to. There we go. So all we're going to do here is ME cable. Yeah, I think I need to set it on, I need to set the thing on the power, don't I? That would be better. ME cable. I want a bit of ME cable there, and there's the precision export bus. Set to, of course, move single item stroke craft. We want to put dirt in there. We want to craft fertiliser as it needs it, and we want to put balsa saplings in this one. The water hatch there is of course just for water. Let's get it from the liquid tesseract. So now we can, in theory, block all this in. I'll leave it unblocked for the time being, just so we can see this guy in action. Bit of dirt there. Oh, locked myself in, have I? Idiot. Let me out. So yeah, a bit of dirt. We shouldn't have to touch this. So that, if we put a level limit on that, that'll just stop things going in. Level limit on that won't work because that's an ME interface and that's not redstone controlled. So yeah, it's going to need to be on the power. Now the power for this one, I've actually set from across the other side. I've set the power from this one running from the power under this across to it there, so it comes in from this side. The power from this one, of course, is visible there, which is the power that's running across to that farm. But that's basically all you need to do to set it up. So you'll see there that should have filled that up, and once that's filled up, it'll fill that slot up with fertiliser. It does one at a time because it's only moving single items, of course. And then we can put balsa saplings in. So I'm going to go into that slot, and it'll start placing hummus and placing balsa saplings. So when we come back next time, we should have plenty of balsa to go with our plenty of ebony. We can start making some serious wood patterns. Wonderful. I'm going to grab a bit of dirt out of there, just to fill that little gap up. So I'm just going to block this in, to be honest. I don't need to be down there at all, and it'll just stop things from spawning down there if they can indeed spawn, which I don't think they can anyway. Oh, my mouse has stopped working. Come on, mouse. Mouse got stuck on my chair arm there for some reason. There we go, so that's just all blocked in. I wonder if it's got redstone control on this thing. I might just be able to turn off the old farm. I wonder. Let's test that out just quickly with a lever. Test it on this one. When I put a lever on that, I'll just turn it off. I'll come back in a bit and see if any more's grown. Not sure if it's got redstone control, to be honest. But we'll see. Right, I'm going to sleep. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move my blast furnace and my coke ovens across to the Titan and set and wire them up to my ME network. I've moved my lasers across there, but I don't particularly like where they are at the minute, so I may have to move them. But yeah, I'm going to sleep and sort that out. Because I've had the server turned off, these aren't quite filled up again yet. See, they're not quite as dark purple as they could be. Possibly. Well, they're getting there though. That one's not quite dark enough. So I won't plant any more saplings yet. So yeah, next time you see me, I'll be at the Titan, and we'll wire the coke ovens up and the blast furnace to start getting some steel into our ME network automatically. Hello again then. So I've done a little bit of digging and I can actually control these. That didn't work with the redstone signal there, but what I can do is, there's a block that I missed that I didn't know that existed. If we look at it here, it's called a farm control block. So I put it next to my farm hatch. We've got a farm control block here, and all I've done is I've added a level emitter to the bottom of there, so we can control that at the minute. I just want to make sure it's turned off, but we can control that with 8128 ebony wood, so we can keep one storage cell full of that. So I'm just going to do the other farm, which I've unfortunately sealed off, so I need to brick it into here again. Is it straight down here? Want to be? No, I want to be that way a bit, don't we? There we go. So what this means doing is just going to move the farm valve and the liquid tesseract across one. So let's wrench that up. I've got an inventory full of stuff. I am in the process of moving across the coke ovens and the blast furnace, which I shall show you once we finish this. So move them along one. Owner only, receive only, water. I don't want that redstone control off. And the farm valve can go back. And then for the control block, I've got no inventory space. So let's quickly throw something in there. Clay, bloodstone blocks, pseudo, cobble. I'll probably need that to fill this all back in. There we go. So there we go. It's just 2 bits of redstone and a golden electron tube. Gets you your farm control block. Now the way this works is, this is sided. So if you just want to disable one side of your farm, so if you just so we're facing east, that's north, that's west, south. If you just want to disable one side, you put a redstone signal to that side of the control block. So if I put a signal on this side, it would only disable this side of the farm. So what I actually want to do is, I want to get a level emitter. I need to put it underneath or on top. If you put it underneath or on top, then it will turn the entire farm off. So that's now just turn this farm off. We don't actually want to turn it off at the minute. I need to get a bit of balsa wood and a bit of ebony wood. We'll set the level controls now. So ebony. Now I've given both of these. I need a balsa sapling as well for somewhere. Where do I need that for? I need that to set a storage cell. I'll do that in a bit. So there's an ebony, and we want a balsa. There you go. So it's a 500 balsa wood already. Since I set the farm up, just run into the wall there. So this one we can set so that when this farm has 8,128 balsa wood in the network, then it'll turn off. 128. Awesome. So now I can cover that back up. I'll do that off camera. Save messing about. The same for this one, but of course not with balsa wood. With ebony wood. Let me down, please. Let me down. God damn it. Let me down. Damn MPS legs. Ebony wood. 8128. So there we go. Quick level. So once you've got this interface with an ME network, you see it works really nice. All you really need is a export bus, an interface, and a level emitter to connect it to your ME network, and you've got level control on your forestry farms. So the reason why I've stayed away from forestry farms, as I said last episode, is because of the fertiliser. I thought you needed apatite, but when you don't need apatite, you can convert the MFR fertiliser. I really do like these farms. I might use them quite a bit more next time I'm setting farms up. These work awesome though, so you can't really fault these. These do work really well, these farms. Anyway. So what have I been doing? I've been moving this. We are going to get onto something different soon, I promise, but I say it's taken a long time to move, so especially as I'm messing around in the unended well as well. I've got rid of my coke ovens, my blast furnace. These guys in here look a bit bored. I will be moving NPCs across to the Titan at some point. So what I've done with these is I want to kind of make them into part of the structure of the Titan itself. So if we fly up around here. Now see this, well, I'm at 45 FPS recording, 46, 51, 47. So my FPS is fine here still. It says things get busier. I've also set my views distance to normal. A couple of people have kindly asked me to check my settings. VSync's on, Advanced GL, OpenGL's on, Max FPS is set. I did have that set to 5, but I've changed it to normal. I've also made it to decrease particles. I had it on all before, so I've just made it to decrease, so we should still get particles, but it's not as much. So, in an attempt to make my FPS a little bit better for you guys, because I'm used to playing, being unable to see. But anyway, there we are. We've got a blast furnace there. I've kind of built it into the wall. I've built it to the back of the Titan there. I've done a little bit more to the Titan as well. I've been expanding how much bloodstained brick we've got, gradually turning everything into the proper blocks from the clay blocks. I've done all the feet as well with reinforced concrete. Reinforced, what is it called? Reinforced stone, there we go. Nuclear reactor stuff. And something else I want to show you as well is, this is something that Funshine X asked on his last video, is how can you change the tanks once they're already in. What you do is you make these guys, it's a painter, you make that with iron, any kind of wool, gets you a blank painter, then combine it with any kind of dye, gets you a paint of that colour. And what you can do with these is shift right click on a steel tank or an iron tank, and that lets you paint them to what colour you want. So that's run out of dye, so I need another red dye now. Let's quickly just grab one up here. Whee! And just combine that empty one again. So your painter don't wear out. You combine it again with a dye, and you've got a colour again. So I'm not sure if I like the look of this, to be honest. I'm just doing it kind of test. I was pretty sure you could change the colour of these. So there we go. So I could make all the. So I've done them two and now them two. The rest are still steel. I think I kind of like them plain steel myself, but just wanted to do that to show you something you can do with your tanks. You can make your tanks. So I could, in theory, match all these. So, for example, I've got this black one here. Look. So shift right click turns that into a black. You can't really tell with black, to be honest. So you can change your steel tanks to whatever your colour or pattern of colours you want. To make them back into normal again. Right, if I left click that and just click it normally, it makes it back into a normal steel tank wall. Of course, as long as I don't hit the middle block middle block down there, this is alright, you can do that. I think if you silk touch these out, so if I shift right click with the badger, it should keep its colour. Oh no, okay, that's okay. I wanted to read the colour anyway, but I've heard that if you silk touch them to keep the colour. But anyway, I kind of like the steel colour myself. But if you did want to colour your tanks, that's how you go about doing it. But, I was just waiting to get one in there, so then I could set the level emitter with the right type of ingot. So again, to 8128, so we'll have a stock of 8,128 steel. Is what I'm going for there. So anyway, let's sleep so it's daytime again. Keep things light for the video. Come on. It's weird how I sleep there, everything goes really dark. And jump down here. So all I'm going to do down here then is, I've got my coke ovens, I've got my liquid tesseracts set to creosote in, which go into the tank down in the leg, and I've tapped from the bottom of the molecular assembly controller thing up there. This is a little bit messy at the minute, I don't know if I like all this. Like I said, I'm not sure if I like this. The reason why I'm not sure, so I can show you that as well, just while I'm babbling, is let's grab an ender pearl and a bit of redstone. The reason why I don't think I like this is the way I've done it, it's underground. So the lasers kind of go into the floor, it looks a bit shit. I think I want the lasers on the roof. The reason why I've done this, of course, is so I can get the control, the cobblestone structure pipe there with a dedicated redstone energy cell underneath. So this bit of redstone cable doesn't connect to that, that's part of the main redstone conduit network. This is its own little separate network going from a redstone energy cell underneath that cobblestone structure pipe. Because this is putting out more than 100 mg a tick, that didn't actually go blue either, because it's not, it can only put out, oops, the cell can only put out 100 mg a tick, of course, and the lasers are actually pulling more. So that's the view from underneath of that. There's the cell I was talking about. Underneath the assembly table I've just got an ender chest for now, until we get that set to I've got my basic import ender chest until we get that connected to my network. So that's where the that's where the power control is, to stop the lasers drawing power all the time. Love how messy this room is. It's ace. So a messy room should look. Anyway, get on with this then. Now I was actually going to set this one side up before you guys came back. So precision import bus. Let's break that for a second. Precision import bus there. Level emitter onto the precision import bus. I'm going to have to wrench that. Yeah. Let's wrench that around the right way. Up like so. And then basic export bus is going to have coal in it. And then just going to connect that to the network. So. I actually get into that. I'll struggle to get into there, aren't I? So, okay, I need coal. I need a bit of coal. And I need a bit of where am I going? I'm lost in my own base. Didn't want to go down there at all. Want to go up the stairs. Now I'm stuck. Failing with Echo. Failing 101. I was just waiting to get one in there, so then I could set the level emitter with the right type of ingot. So again, to 8128, so we'll have a stock of 8,128 steel. Is what I'm going for there. So anyway, let's sleep so it's daytime again. Keep things light for the video. Come on. It's weird how I sleep there, everything goes really dark. And jump down here. So all I'm going to do down here then is, I've got my coke ovens, I've got my liquid tesseracts set to creosote in, which go into the tank down in the leg, and I've tapped from the bottom of the molecular assembly controller thing up there. This is a little bit messy at the minute, I don't know if I like all this. Like I said, I'm not sure if I like this. The reason why I'm not sure, so I can show you that as well, just while I'm babbling, is let's grab an ender pearl and a bit of redstone. The reason why I don't think I like this is the way I've done it, it's underground. So the lasers kind of go into the floor, it looks a bit shit. I think I want the lasers on the roof. The reason why I've done this, of course, is so I can get the control, the cobblestone structure pipe there with a dedicated redstone energy cell underneath. So this bit of redstone cable doesn't connect to that. That's part of the main redstone conduit network. This is its own little separate network going from a redstone energy cell underneath that cobblestone structure pipe. Because this is putting out more than 100 mg a tick, that didn't actually go blue either, because it's not. It can only put out. Oops. The cell can only put out 100 mg a tick, of course. The lasers are actually pulling more. So that's the view from underneath of that. There's the cell I was talking about. Underneath the assembly table, I've just got an ender chest for now until we get that set to. I've got my basic import ender chest until we get that connected to the ME network. So that's where that's where the power control is, to stop the lasers drawing power all the time. Love how messy this room is. It's ace. So a messy room should look. Anyway, get on with this then. Now I was actually going to set this one side up before you guys came back. So precision import bus. Let's break that for a second. Precision import bus there. Level emitter onto the precision import bus. I'm going to have to wrench that. Yep. Let's wrench that around the right way. Up like so. And then basic export bus is going to have coal in it. And then just going to connect that to the network. So. I actually get into that. I'll struggle to get into there, aren't I? So, okay, I need coal. I need a bit of coal. And I need a bit of Where am I going? I'm lost in my own base. Don't want to go down there at all. Want to go up the stairs. Now I'm stuck. Failing with Echo. Failing 101. Right, I need a bit of coke, which I don't think I've got a full stack of, so I'll have to nick a bit out of here. Oops, just one will do, thanks. And I need a bit of coal. So again, basic level emitter control stuff this. I don't really need to show you, to be honest. Let's just take that out so we can get in there a bit better. So that, once we set to 8128 coke in the system, will stop this exporting coke out of there. That wants to export coke. That doesn't actually matter. The reason why it has to be precision is so it can have the redstone control. So we want that to be active without signal. Yep. And we'll put a coke in there because it doesn't matter. Single items is good because it only produces them slow. And then connect this back up. It's not what I want to do at all. For our basic export bus, there it is. Basic export bus on here. And in there I want a bit of coal. And that'll just keep this supplied with coal once we connect. So if we connect our pipe, our cable here, that should connect. That's going to get coal in there. Nice, and that's going to keep producing coke until we've got 8,128 in the system. Well, it'll stop bringing it in, so we'll have 8,128 plus 64, because this will still keep going. And we'll have another one here, so I thought I'd do this one on camera. I should have possibly shift right click that to do it properly. So again, same thing, level emitter, precision, and then basic. I'll just wrench all these the right way. Up, up, and up. That one is going to be 8128 coke. That one is going to be a bit of coal set to active without signal. And that one is going to be another bit of coal. Connect them to the ME network. And now all I need to do is put the core cover in. So let's put that in. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So look, we've got a cork oven filling up as we'd expect it to. The only thing I need to do here is connect my transfer node onto there, which connects it to the liquid tesseract, which I've not set. There, owner only, send only, creosote. So that'll send it to my creosote tank as well. A little bit of overkill here, but I don't mind a little bit of overkill. And just because I've done all the rest, even though this has got absolutely no need of speed upgrades because of the rate it'll create creosote, because all my other valves have got 8 speed upgrades on, I've put it on anyway, even though that's a massive waste. So it looks a little bit weird from the inside, but I think the effect from the outside kind of looks alright. So let's jump out here. And time for another photo, I think. Now, I'm going to have to put my view distance back to full here, because I think that there's a bit of a detrimental effect on how that picture's going to look. What do you reckon? Let's put my view distance back on full. Far, there we go. So that'll all draw in again. I have to wait for a while for that to draw in. So I'll cut the camera, I'll take a picture for the slideshow thing, and then I'll come back and do something a bit different. Okay, so I'm back and I got massively sidetracked. It's now several hours since you last saw me, and I've been messing around. It took me a little bit of time to work out how to do this, how I want it. I've been messing around with an HV charging bench and an HV battery station, and I decided to do teleporters like this. So these are the 2 solar panels that were in this leg over here, if you remember, and one running the top teleporter, one running the bottom. Well, I've changed this around a bit. What I've got is, let me just grab some more Lapotron crystals. I want 4 more. That I should have made 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and they can all go inside the ender chest. And you can see that when empty crystals go in there, Lapotron crystals, they get put into here, this HV charging bench, which can charge them all at the same time. So this can charge 12 things at the same time without slowing down. It's pretty cool. So that's taking power that these 2 solars are giving it. And the setup I've got in here is I've got an emerald transport pipe here, which you can set for a filter. So I've got that filtered so it'll only move empty Lapotron crystals. That's a autarkic AND gate, and that's an iron AND gate, and that's set to, if there's space in inventory, red pipe signal, and red pipe signal will energy pulse. So as long as there's space in there, there should never not be space in there, because we're not going to have enough Lapotron crystals in the system that could fill that up. Make sense? So basically, I mean, that could always be on, to be honest. Yeah, we'd actually need that. I've over-engineered that a touch. What we could do is we could take the, let's get a free hand here. Could take all that off there and use that for something else. And I can just put a basic autarkic gate on there, and that can just be energy pulser, and that'll only ever pull empty ones out. You just saw the full ones, you may just saw the full ones there in the bottom. They've got to push around into here. So there's the 4 new ones. There's already one in there because I've got some in the system already. So I've got a little enclosed system there that will charge Lapotron batteries. Any empty Lapotron crystal that comes into here will get sent into the charger, sent back around once it's full. So this is just items in inventory, energy pulser. So that registered when there's something in that slot, which is pretty cool. So there's a little charging system for charging Lapotron crystals, and then I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to knock this one down. I should have all the bits I need with me. Boop. So they're all going to come with me. This will eventually be on the roof when I build a roof. So I am going to have one of these towers. It's going to have a little solar panel farm on top of it. I might make more just for the fun of it. I might make it like 8 or 16 just for the sake of it, but they'll only be used for the teleporters. And now if we go down here, you can see I've done one side, so I think this is the side that we've seen before. Yeah, that's the side we've seen before, so that's our normal setup. Now I'm doing this opposite side. This opposite side is the new setup, so that's what the top's going to look like. Pretty much the same, that's the MFSU set underneath there. If we come down, then the bottom is what looks quite different. I've moved one of the tanks out of the way, so we've got one less tank. So instead of having 16, we've only got 14 tanks. And because I didn't like it in the corner, of course the other side's shoved over in the corner there. I wanted it nice and in the middle there, so that's where it is. So we've got a nice little clear thing in the middle there. And what I really should have done is got rid of the tank on the opposite side first, but I've not done that yet. So I shall go and get rid of the tank on the opposite side. So also I'll get me information panel sorted out, and then we'll put this side together, both top and bottom. I'll do that on camera and talk you through it, and you can see how I've changed the system around a bit. This is gradually running out of power because I've took both them. Well, one of the solar panels was blocked from the sun anyway, so that was running out, and I've took the second one anyway, so they are gradually wearing down. What I need to do is get rid of this tank here. So I'll sort all that out. I'll get my information panel sorted out, and then we'll put this side together again. Back in a bit. Okay then, we're ready to go on this side. I've actually done this once, but I came across a couple of issues. One of them is my golden transport pipes tending to conveyor belt for some reason, so I don't know if I'm having some kind of graphic issue. So I pulled the MFSU and the teleporter out from this side, so our target is not found. The first thing I want to do is put the MFSU in. MFSU is going to go there, like so, facing upwards. Now the teleporter is going to go back exactly where it was, like so. I don't like how that's happened. I picked that up with a force wrench. I'm not happy with what's going on. So let's put that down properly. There we go. That's correct, I think. Are you correct? This shouldn't work because it's now not connected. There we go. So, right, what we want to do then is behind here. My inventory is a terrible, terrible mess, and it's slowly killing me. A little setup. It's a 2x6 area you need behind your thing. So, wooden transport pipe and a golden transport pipe, like so. On there we want a basic autarkic gate, so that one. And on top of that we want our HV battery station, like so. And the condition on this bottom one wants to be set to items in inventory, energy pulsar. And what that'll do is, see if I put this in here, that's going to start charging this, which has now got no power in because I just picked it up by mistake. Once it's empty, it'll go into there, and that only registered as it being in the inventory when it's in that empty, when it's in that bottom slot. These have to go in top and bottom, which is why I've got it set up like this, by the way. But, there you go. So once that's empty, it'll go into that bottom slot there, and it'll get pulsed out back into the ender chest, which is going to go here. Ender chest, of course, has got full ones of these guys in. And now we're done on the bottom, we can move up one. So let's move up one and then do this top version. So the top one, then we're going to want a gold transport pipe. Don't have to be gold, I'm just using gold. And an emerald transport pipe this time. First thing I'm going to do is take one of your full ones out your chest and just add that to the emerald pipe. So the emerald pipe can only pull full Lapotron crystals out here now. So any empty ones will get pulled out into the charging thing up top. And this can only pull full ones out. And then what you want to do is a couple of pipe wires, and then we want a iron AND gate down that end. An iron AND gate is going to be set to inventory empty, red pipe signal. And that's the same, that detects whether this has got a thing in it. Oh, that's been sent around, has it? So that one that was charging up, it's put its 100,000 into there, and now it should be upstairs getting charged. So that's actually requesting one. So that red pipe signal's on, you can just see it there. And then if you put an autarkic ion AND gate on this, what we want with this one is single energy pulse. So we just want it to pulse one, so it only sends one crystal across. Otherwise we're going to lose some crystals. And then this just wants to be red pipe signal. That'll send one across. The one it sends across is going to go straight to the bottom there though. So that's empty again, so that should pulse again. We should get a second one across. Because the way that worked then, let's do that again. It didn't actually have time to turn that off. It was too quick. It went straight through. So what's going to happen is, from now on, anytime that this one gets empty, so we put in that slot, which means it gets pulled out. That's going to drop into here, which means that slot's empty, which means it's going to send a fresh one across. So there's always going to be 2 Lapotron crystals in this. So there's going to be 2 and 1 charging. So 2 in each of these, and a possible of 1 charging. So I think I've got 9 in the system. So now what we need to do is tidy this up. Emerald block back there, and our black force brick block back there. I'm thinking of changing these all, of course, to black force bricks. So now we can't actually get down at the minute because we're not connected to the bottom. So I have to go across the other side. So this side is exactly the same. I could confirm that to you. Let's have a quick look down there, and if we click without breaking it on there, inventory empty, red pipe signal, and then if we look in there, you'll see that there's one there nearly empty, and there's one there that's full waiting to go through. So that's the 2 that one's holding. So we can use this one to go down. You see that it used about 200,000. And then if we run across the other side, we can set this one up. So this one at the minute is still set up the old way over here. We are going to be setting it up over here now. So let's get a bit of this done. Let's start off, going too deep there. Let's start off by putting down the wooden transport pipe, the gold transport pipe there. We can put our ender chest down, and we can grab our charging thing, which I've lost. Am I 1 short? I think I'm 1 short. Well, I'm going to have to go find that. I may have lost one. Okay, I need to go find that and get 1 more charging bench. I thought I had one there, but maybe I've misplaced it. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. So I'll make another charging bench. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I made another one, so now we can carry on. Just while I remember, by the way, cobble blackstone. It's kind of like the... Why were you placed there? There's something there, you know. You know I said about conveyor? They're there, but I can't actually get them. Oops. My 2 of my redstone, my gold pipes allegedly turn into conveyor belts, and I put them in these blocks here, which is why I can't place anything in these blocks. Look, I can place above, but I can't place anything in there. Very strange. Very strange indeed. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, they're kind of like the one on the login screen. It's a black cobblestone. It's just cobblestone around an ink sac, 8 cobblestone around an ink sac. It's kind of cool in this texture pack, so I may use that at some point. Just kept them in my inventory to show you, so I didn't forget. Anyway, let's get back on with this then. So I've made another HP battery station. So that wants to go on there, and then I'm going to have to just put this bit of clay for a second while we set that up. So that wants to be exactly the same as the other one. Inventory empty equals energy pulsar. We can put that bit of clay back now. And then we can put our MFSU down. And then we need to wrench that so it's facing the right way. Try not to lose all the energy out of it. So this little softest It's like not like that at all. The softest tap, now it does it, you son of a bitch. Softest tap to get that facing upwards, so that's empty again now, so we're going to have to fill that up again. And then it's just a case of doing this side. So emerald transport pipe, first thing I'm going to do is add that to the filter there, so it knows that it can pull full ones out of that. And then gold transport pipe, exactly the same as upstairs, redstone wires, and then AND gate set to inventory empty, red pipe signal, and autarkic iron AND gate set to single pulse, red pipe signal. Should send us one in, and then it should turn off for a second. No, it hasn't turned off for a second, it's sent it straight in. Okay, so we'll just turn that off and on again, and that'll slot one into the top as well now. Weird how it looks like there's more than one, and they're going across. There's only two though. We've got two in there, which is good, and two in there, which is also good. Now we can put our teleport on the top, like so. Then tidy this place up. So we want bricks, and a bit of clay in there. Cover that hole up. Bricks there, and then facades there and there. And now we can put our glass in. Like so. We'll put our informational panel in, which I'm going to have to redo the sensor cards for. I've not redone them yet, so black and cyan, and we'll have that as thin as possible. I'll do the rest of that off camera once I finish the episode. Our button goes there. Of course, we're not connected anywhere yet, so frequency transmitter. Where's this going to send me to? Oh, is that the right one? North. I think it is the right one. So I must have clicked that upstairs. I can't remember if I did or not. I think I did. So there we go. If we look at our map, north side takes us to the north side, and the south side takes us to the south side. So we can get up and down both legs now. This one of course works because I've got the things in. So yeah, south takes me to south, north takes me to north. So there we go. We've got a little bit of a tidy teleport system. And anytime there is any of the Lapotron crystals in the battery stations get empty, they get magically sent through the ender chest to here. It will charge them up. So we've got a little enclosed system. I just need to place this in somewhere better once I've built the towers up. So there we go. Something a bit technical. We haven't been doing a lot of in this series lately, but that's something, isn't it? So that's the end of this episode. I hope it was enjoyable as always. This was going to go out on Sunday, but it's took me that long that I'm just going to put it out on Monday now, so I'm not going to put a video out on Sunday. I might start doing that each week. I've not decided yet. I made the back of that portal the same crystals, by the way, just looks a bit tidier. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. It's very much appreciated. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.